Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
We go tonight, like 20.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second and 9, Goff going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Goff now to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll run it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Goff, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Like 20.
59. Let's get the ball.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. as that sails over the end line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Drop deep, drop deep. Watch the ship.
Watch 18.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Check that.
Red up. Hey, ball.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for, is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Gone for the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
Pull up. 180.
44. Here we go, D. It's just.
Alert.
It's me and you. Check 43.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, 98 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, go tonight. 180. Check.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Cut. 120.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
180.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Horrible.
26, Mike. 26.
Horrible. Cut.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And his throw is incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A. as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey, 18.
Mike Bobo. Ready? Check, go get him.
Hey, ball. Alert. Hey, high.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's got his tight end, Burton. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A gain of 15.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
First down, a run with Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
On second down, it's Cohen. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go. Up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Brown runs through the contact. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Clinton-Dix, the former Packer, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for goal. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Cut. Shoot.
Again, it's Cohen. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dante Fowler racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Hey, go to us! 120!
Now a first down throw. Gone. And that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Go!
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let him know. 44 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Now they can breathe a little, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hey, Delta.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 78 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
You can't stop me.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
No. Check three.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
Hey, we got 3 down. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
From the gun, here's Gone. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Goff now looking to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Got one. 44's a mic.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Switch.
They try again with Cohen. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down. 1st down saves him from a 3 and out. To throw is gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Golf. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Well, he's going to go for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
On three. Motion. 12.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
18. Lock in.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long.
Hey, exit. Ran.
Check 24, check 24.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive.
And his throw intercepted. by the All-Pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This is Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Gone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Here's Goff. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one,